Good morning, everyone. Today, I want to share a story about a pivotal moment in my life, one decision, one action that completely altered the course of everything that followed. I stand before you now not only as someone who experienced a profound transformation, but also as someone who understands the power of a single choice to change everything. We all face crossroads in life, moments when we can continue on the same path or take a leap into the unknown. For me, that leap wasn't just a casual step, it was a life-changing decision. I didn't know it at the time, but this one action would redefine my identity, reshape my future, and teach me lessons that I carry with me every day. Let me take you back to where it all began. Like many people, I was living a life of routine. Every day felt the same. Wake up, go to work, come home, rinse and repeat. I was stuck in a cycle that felt comfortable but deeply unfulfilling. I would often find myself lying awake at night, wondering if this was all life had to offer. I had dreams, of course, we all do. But those dreams felt distant, like whispers of a life that was meant for someone else, not me. The truth is, fear kept me paralyzed. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of stepping outside my comfort zone. I had convinced myself that it was safer to stick with what I knew, even if it left me feeling empty. But as we all know, life has a way of nudging us, or in some cases, shoving us toward change. It all started on a seemingly ordinary day. I was scrolling through social media, mindlessly absorbing other people's highlights, when I stumbled upon a quote that stopped me in my tracks. It said, "Your life does not get better by chance, it gets better by change." Simple, right? But for some reason, those words hit me like a ton of bricks. I realized I had been waiting for something to happen, for some external force to magically transform my life. But deep down, I knew that nothing would change unless I took that first step. So I made a decision. It wasn't a grand, dramatic moment. I didn't announce it to the world. It was quiet and personal, a promise I made to myself. I decided to pursue something I had always been passionate about, but had never dared to explore starting a business. At first, the idea felt overwhelming. Where would I start? What if I failed? But I knew that staying where I was would be far more painful than trying and failing, so I took a deep breath and began. The early days were tough. I encountered more obstacles than I had anticipated. There were moments when I wanted to quit, when self-doubt crept in and whispered that I wasn't good enough. I made mistakes, plenty of them. But each setback taught me something valuable. One of the most important lessons I learned during this time was the power of perseverance. It's easy to stay motivated when things are going well, but true growth happens when you keep going despite the challenges. Every time I pushed through a difficult moment, I felt a little stronger, a little more confident. Then something incredible happened. Slowly but surely, I started to see progress. One day, after months of hard work, I landed my first major client. That breakthrough wasn't just about external success. It was about realizing that I was capable of more than I had ever imagined. The limits I had placed on myself were illusions. What's fascinating about taking that first step is the ripple effect it creates. Once I found the courage to pursue one dream, other doors began to open. I started to believe in myself in ways I never had before. My relationships improved, my mindset shifted, and I began to approach life with a sense of curiosity and possibility. People often talk about the power of momentum, and I can attest to its truth. When you take action and see results, even small ones, it fuels your desire to keep going. You realize that you're not a passive participant in life, you're an active creator of your own story. Looking back, there are several key lessons I've learned from this journey. I'd like to share them with you in the hope that they might inspire you to take that leap in your own life. Fear often points us toward the very thing we need to do. If something scares you, it's usually because it matters. Instead of avoiding fear, lean into it. Use it as a guide. One of the biggest mistakes I made early on was waiting for the perfect moment. But perfection is an illusion. Start where you are with what you have. The important thing is to take action. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of the journey. Every setback is an opportunity to learn and grow. The only true failure is giving up. You don't have to do it alone. Seek out people who believe in you, who will cheer you on and hold you accountable. Community and connection are powerful motivators. Big goals can feel daunting, but breaking them down into smaller, manageable steps makes them achievable. Celebrate each milestone along the way. Today, my life looks very different from what it did before I made that decision. It's not just about external achievements, it's about how I feel on the inside. I wake up with a sense of purpose and excitement. I've learned to trust myself, to take risks, and to embrace the unknown. Most importantly, I've come to understand that change is always possible. No matter where you are in life, no matter how stuck you feel, you have the power to rewrite your story. As I wrap up, I want to leave you with this thought. What's the one thing you've been dreaming about but haven't pursued? What's holding you back? Whatever it is, I encourage you to take that first step. It doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't have to be grand. Just start. Because once you take that leap, you'll realize that the only limits are the ones you've placed on yourself. And who knows, that one action might just change your life too. Thank you.